Hey, it's Ruby, coming at you with another review. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the dabur Amla Gold. I've been using this for, it's honestly been over a year. It's $4.99 for me, at least. You can get this at any Indian or Arab store, which I shop at frequently. I love Indian, Middle Eastern cooking. It's food. It's one of my favorites. So, as you can see, this bottle I've made a pretty big dent into. This is, I don't know, like my third, fourth bottle that I've purchased. I've tried the other Amla oils. There's like 3 or 4 of them. They change them up and switch them out. It's one of the best oils that I know to be on the market. One of the, for all the cosmetologists out there that want to start whining about henna, that's mean. There's henna in this product. So I'm going to do a disclaimer. When you use henna in your hair, basically for the hard henna, the henna powder, when you grind it up, smash it, and put it in your hair, and it dyes your hair over a period of time, it is super, super, super difficult to do anything with it after that. If you go to a beauty salon or a cosmetologist, he will absolutely tell you there's nothing you can do with henna treated hair. This does have henna in it. I don't tell my cosmetologist that I've used henna in my hair, just because I know that she'd be like, huh. But I dye my hair red, so, or a dark brown. My hair's a natural, it's like a dark blonde-ish, reddish, chestnut color. It kind of comes in different colors. like I might get like a little blonde streak in the sun somewhere in my hair. The older hair tends to turn more blonde than the newer growth, just how much sun exposure I've had. And then it all seems to have a red tint behind it anyway. But I like red. I like red hair. I like the way it looks. But so I mean, I would recommend this. I have an oil regimen that I think I'm going to do a video on. I kind of circle through some oils that are awesome for your hair and that I've found to be some of the best overall ways to condition your hair with oil. At least for me. I wouldn't recommend this on a thinner hair. I have very, very thick hair, and my hair's also has a good bit of a curl to it when it doesn't have, when it's shorter. Like it's been a year. My hair was cut to here, and I have not cut my hair all year. I think one time I trimmed it. But my hair was here last year. Actually, I'll make my profile photo of that last year. So you can check it out if you want to just check out my profile photo. You can see it was about here, and it was curled under. It was a bob. And so this, with the exception of one haircut, through the whole year, has been my hair growth. It probably would be around here. I believe I cut off about 2 inches off the ends. But yeah, I would recommend this for thicker hair. I've used this as an overnight treatment. I've used this as just putting it in my ends to help tame my ends. After I've done my heat, after I've blow dried, I don't think it would be good to put it in your hair before you blow dry it, unless you've washed it first. But yeah, it's been a secret for Indian, Middle Eastern women to oil their hair. It does work. It helps. I think what happens, in my opinion, is, this is my opinion from what I've gathered. If you've ever noticed, like on your pots and pans, when you use oil on your pots and pans, how it creates a harder film that's harder to wash off. It's like a really, not sticky, but just a really hard, thick film. I think that's what happens. I think it just coats your hair and protects your hair. The more you use it, the more it starts to coat it, I would guess, in your hair, and just close down. It kind of like closes down the shaft with a thick coating, just like henna. Henna has been known to do that. It just coats and stays on the hair. And I've used henna in its powder form before, and you can feel the difference on your hair. Your actual hair shaft, at least for me, felt thicker. And this, over a long period of use, does the same thing. It just kind of sticks on your hair shaft and makes it coats it and makes it thicker. So I would recommend this if you're not gonna dye your hair like a red color. Or, I mean, if you're gonna dye your hair a red color, I would recommend it. If you're gonna dye your hair like a blonde, or because I think that if you use henna and you dye it blonde, it starts to turn it like an orange color. Starts turning your hair an orangey color. So I would recommend it to people that have a darker color hair or red hair. I would not recommend it for, or people that just don't dye their hair at all. I would not recommend it for somebody who has a bleach blonde, or even any variation of blonde. I would not recommend this for. So yeah, I mean, pick it up and try it. If it takes a good while before you really start noticing the difference as far as keeping your hair shaft closed, and that's probably the main purpose of oils. Aside from conditioning, it helps close the hair shaft, it helps coat the hair shaft. This is not for thinner hair. It's like, again, it's for thicker hair. It smells, my friend said it smelled to her like a relaxer. I like the smells. I like the smell of it. I kind of tend to throw the bottle away after about a month because I don't like rancid oil smell. I have a hyper sense of smell. So the rancid oil, I can detect it like really early, and I don't like it. But I end up using it pretty quickly. I've had this for not that long, and I can already start smelling the rancid smell in there. It doesn't bother me that much, but you you know, I'd rather not. It's not worth it. It's pretty cheap. So yeah, pick up the Dabur Amla Gold. It's got obviously Amla oil in it, and some it has almond oil in it, and rosemary. I could smell the rosemary, and I had to look on the back, and it said that it had rosemary extract in it. So yeah, and there's some other variations of the Dabur oils. I've used them all. They're pretty good. This is the newer one, the Amla one. So I'd recommend it. I personally like them for thicker hair. If you have a thicker hair shaft, it's good to use, and it helps close up that hair shaft. So, okay,